This is what you call tits on a plate. This is what you got in your body, all you people with implants. And if you think that you've got any different, you're just a fucking idiot, to put it straight. Look, should we come talking bullshit here? Well, I said I'd meet you all, I can show you. I've still got it in me, and I still will, and I can still get it out, loads of it. 8 years ago, I had my implants taken out. 8. And I still will. You can still get it out today. And see this? This is in your body, like it would be a big block, all pushed, squeezed together tight, but all connected, so it pulls all the way through your body. In my muscles, I couldn't even feel my muscles. I had sort of muscly and hard biceps, and I could push my fingers through my muscles. I got really scared because I couldn't feel nothing. It was all squodge, absolutely squodge. So if you can imagine how frightened I've been, if I was you, I'd be fucking shitting a brick, because I've been getting this out all of these years. So I know I'm getting better slowly, and it does take a long while, and I mean years of doing this every day. Probably out of all the years I've been doing it, added up, probably I'd say 6 months out of 12 years, if you added all the days when I've been too ill or in a police cell. There's times I haven't been able to do it where I've just been too exhausted and tired and ill because of all this anyway. But I had to still keep doing it because I knew that I had to. Look at it though. Look. It smothers all around your bones. It goes through in and out all your organs. In hospital with severe pneumonia and acute kidney failure. You see why? Look at it. And all them people I'm tweeting and linking in, they all know this. Why do you think I can say what I want and get away with it? Because it's true. They don't want to make a big noise about it. They don't want this to come out. It will fuck up this industry totally. All of it. Can't have that, can we? They won't have no money, poor little buggers. Fuck them, they're cunts. Look what they're doing to you, and they know it. And Dale Cornyn knew before any implants were ever put on the market what this does. They knew. They knew. So you should look at it as if I'm on your side. Whose side are you on, though? Fucking sort it out. This is fucking rock, sand, industrial shit. Medical grade. That's just a fucking word they've put in front of it. You know, get a grip, people, what you're still listening to them for. I told you when I was sitting in that poxy bath. Do you think I wanted to do that video? Really? Seriously? Of course I didn't. I had to, didn't I? I've had to scream. I've had to share. I've swear. What? I can't even fucking talk now. I've had to scream, shout and swear because no one in authority would listen to me. And they all know this has been going on years with me. It's not just like since I've been on Twitter or Facebook. I'm talking about years. Professor James Fain's a liar, fucking evil liar. He sent me, I had a big lump in my boob, and he was really worried about it, overly, too worried. They're supposed to be calm, aren't they? No, he thought I had cancer, and he told me, no, you've got to go have a mammogram, check. I'm like, no, Mr. Frame, I know what it is. It's a silicone, it's what it does inside you. It twists up, does these, causes these lumps all everywhere. No. So I did as I was told, as usual. Went down there, had to have 12 mammograms while I still had my breast implants in me, and I knew that they were leaking, and I still had to have it done just to fucking shut them up. Do you know how ill I was for having those mammograms done? And do you think that I've got all my medical records, all of my medical records, they're all different, lies, other people's names on my medical records. They've took my money, fucked about with my medical records, and there's specific information that I want. It's simple. Can you send me the information on the person that sent me to have their mammograms done? Well, we all know what it is, and it's all written down, isn't it? Mr. Frame done it. Do you think they'll send me those pieces of information? Of course not. I've got silicone granulomas all over my body. They know I have. They've prodded and poked them and said there ain't nothing there. That lump that I've got now that's been diagnosed over the last year or two, it's been there all the time. I've showed them. When I went to the doctor, and I was so poorly, it was untrue. I actually thought I was actually going to die. And I couldn't walk, couldn't move, couldn't breathe, couldn't do anything. She examined me. She's a fucking cunt, Dr. Meehan. Dr. Meehan from Jenner House in Old Harlow. I went and she examined my back and my chest, told her I had a lump. She just didn't even give me a breast examination properly. She just prodded me. She didn't examine me properly. Told her where the lump was. No, she couldn't feel nothing. Then she examined my back because I couldn't breathe and my kidneys were so bad. No, there was nothing wrong. She done my chest. No, nothing wrong. Sent me away. I thought I was going to die, and she said, no, nothing wrong with me. And then, well, not long, I don't know if it's a couple of days or whatever after, my mum come round to see me and took one look at me and took me straight up the hospital. And I was taken in because I couldn't actually breathe, and I was so dehydrated. I was drinking gallons of water, and it was all pouring straight back out of me. They took me in hospital, and I didn't want to sit in the hospital waiting for ages because you all know what that's like, fucking awful. So but I didn't have to. They took me straight in. They could see the state I was in. They took me straight in, put me on a heart machine, which was, my fucking heart weren't right. Gave me x-rays and God knows what on my back and my chest, and I had severe pneumonia and acute kidney failure. And that doctor just sent me out of her fucking room. What a cunt. Well, I fucking hate you, Meehan, you fucking little bastard. Like, look, you didn't see my lamp, the one that I still got, and it's still there now. That one. You know, and Alison Shaw, you should never have stuck by Professor James Frame. You took my implants out and you stole them, didn't you? I sat in his office and said, I want them fucking implants back. You're not going to pull implants out of me. You're going to pull shit. Right, it's gone right the way through my body. How many times did I ask? I asked for videos. I asked for photos, which was on the hospital form. What did you do? Fuck all. Didn't even show me the implants, let alone give me my property back. And that's for the government. Look at you doing. Poisoning everybody through the air, poisoning everybody through the food, poisoning everybody through implants, poisoning cunts. Right? You rot, shit and piss and die in hell. Because you deserve it. You really fucking deserve it. You scumbag. Are you actually even human? No, are ya? Can't be. Freaks. Look. Industrial. All implants are fucking industrial. Right, this is what they fucking... I'll tell you what, I also as well, none of the labs will touch me with a barge pole. So if you want anything tested, anybody, and it's anything like this, don't tell them the story behind it. Sometimes you're best not telling the truth, because when you tell the truth, you know what they do. All right, so make up another excuse, say something different, and then you might get a true answer. Sometimes it works. It's not the right way, but what can you do when you've got people like this doing to everybody all over the fucking world? Look, I'm sitting here playing with my tits all fucking day long. This is how I have to play with my tits. Look, mad, fucking idiots. And as for the police, why'd you come round my fucking house? Come round my fucking... Oh, I knew why you was coming round my house. Just coming round to arrest me because I wrote to Frame on purpose, deliberately again, because I had information of silicone poisoning that I wanted it all written down legally. So the 3 times I've got myself arrested was done deliberately. The other times you done it, why? They were actually pure accidents. I didn't even write to you. I just addressed them to surgeons, and you're a surgeon. So you got me nicked. And then you got me nicked for writing to you, and I sat and I wrote and told you how sick I felt, told you about how poorly I was. And what did you do? That letter that fucking woman wrote, read out in the court that you'd wrote? I am the president of UK Plastic Surgery. Oh, didn't we fucking hear that loud and clear? Yeah, we did. I'm special. I've got big balls. Look what I can do to people. Well, fuck you, you little cunt. Fucking prick. You ain't got no daughters, have you, Mr. Frame? Do this to your daughter, would ya? Do this to your little girl. You put this in your wife, have you, Mr. Frame? Have you? Come on, tell me. All you was worried about in your letter, first thing you said, you was worried for your life, you fucking cunt. You worried for your life. You was worried for your family's life. Your fucking family's life. You was worried about your career. Your fucking career? What careers do you think you're giving us? Look, I haven't fucking worked. I've been indoors. I've been indoors. I've probably been out half a dozen times in 12 years. That's how sick I've been. Luckily, I'm getting better, because look what fucking shit I'm going to cause now. I am getting a bit better. Well, I've got a lot better. I'm still not right. But a job centre has lied, stuck me in benefits, stuck me in a corner, wouldn't give me information. I've had to abuse the shit out of them to get the information, which I got. They wouldn't even tell me what they was paying me. I go to doctors, I know I'm ill, I know what I've got, but they wouldn't tell me that and put it in writing. Oh, but then they sent it, didn't they? I had to threaten them, though, to get it out of them. Legally, I had to go, right, well, I'm going to get solicitor because you're not giving me information that I'm entitled to, that I already know, because I give to you in the first place. And obviously, they've got to get all this information from the doctors and for you to get job seekers. So they all know this. I've never had to go and get a doctor's sick note. You know what the job centre wankers are like. You know, and now I'm in a situation, right, where they're turning it off about on face, and all because this has happened to me, I might not have a home now. Harlow Council, you are fucking wankers. I wouldn't come live in Harlow if I was you lot. Harlow Princess Alexandra Hospital, when I had pneumonia and kidney failure, right, I walked out 4 days. I walked out screaming and shouting. I threw my pills at the nurse, the way they was abusing the old lady next to me. 84 years old, Isabella, her name was. Right, and she was frightened every time I went out the room, right, and kept asking the other ladies where her friend was because she was being so ill-treated by the nurses. Right, and I ain't lying. I don't do lies. I tell you the truth. Princess Alexandra, they put me in a mental hospital. All of this on top of my ex-husband hanging himself. So we've got all of that, 4 children, suicidal kids. I've got all this as well. And they wouldn't let me out of the hospital, and there was nothing wrong with me. They just wouldn't listen to me. Wouldn't. I could squeeze silicone at my nipples. All you women out there breastfeeding your babies, what the fuck are you doing? Stop it. I had to have a blood test. I've told you all on Facebook. I had to have a blood test to see if I was lactating, making milk. Well, I didn't want no more bloody kids. I've got 4 little horrors. What do I want any more for? I've been sterilised. I haven't got... When a phantom pregnancy, and I wanted one, so I knew it weren't milk, and I knew this was happening to me, so I knew exactly what it was. Anyway, doctor, he was actually a really nice doctor. He done me a blood test, and no, it's not lactating. It's nothing my body's causing. It's non-organic. Non-organic. I said, I'm thick. I didn't know what that meant, and I'm not a doctor, so I didn't have a clue. So he told me. He said, non-organic is something alien to your body, something that doesn't belong in it. Well, what the fuck is that then? My implants. And still no one would help me. Still no one would. Cunts. And I've given 14 pints of blood. 14. I could have killed someone. The blood people were so worried, right? But as soon as it got to anywhere near the top, I even went to see them, to talk to them. I left all this stuff with them. And, the woman held her hands out as if I had a fucking gun in my hand. I went, it's a bloody sample with silica, not a fucking bomb or a gun. I said, I'm here to help, I'm not trying. Right, and she, anyway, took the stuff. She was actually really nice, but she didn't know what to do. Who does know what to do? I've done everything the right way. I started off at the advice centre. From the advice centre, what they done was a few months later, they said, is it all right if we go into your medical records? And, so I signed something, and a few months later, they just totally ignored me. Totally ignored me. And then sent my stuff back, papers and that, and said, here's your stuff back. Never heard from him after that. That was it. That was it. So citizens of advice for you. So then I took it on myself to take it higher until I took it to fucking... I was banned. What banned? No doctor. That's a lie. I weren't banned. I was banned from one doctor's because I went and chucked all of this over the doctor. And he had an old man and an old lady in the room, and I really didn't want to upset anyone else, only him, because he's Dr. Radhakrishnan down Jenner House. And he's Frame's bum chum, and I know that for a fact because Radhakrishnan told me. They're very good friends, drinking partners. And the lies in the paperwork and the way they've spoke about me in my medical records is absolutely disgusting. It shouldn't be allowed. And so when it walked in there, and I fucking chucked a huge bag of the white silicone beads all over the place. Didn't direct myself at the old people, but they knew who I was talking to. Made a right mess in his room. Fucking screaming and shouting from the nurses. Oh my God, there was a riot in the doctors. And they wouldn't let me out. So I said to them, just get out my way. I said, don't fucking start touching me because I don't like being pulled about. I'm a bit panicky. You start picking me up and that's it. You might get a fucking whack. Well, anyway, nothing happened. That's fine. They let me through. I walked through. As I walked through, all these nurses, they're so good at their jobs. They're supposed to be able to calm people down, and they, you know, it's a hair care thing. I could have been mentally ill, right, and the way they spoke to me, the way they, and apparently it's all on video. They won't give me the video. It's all on video. Not in my medical records, the video weren't, and I've asked for it. You know what? There weren't no fucking video, the lying cunts. In my video, sorry, that's another shit. In the records, it states that the police was called. No, they weren't called. I'm still waiting for them, and that was in about 2010. They didn't want it called because they don't want to put this in the paper. I'm sitting here playing with my tits, Tom, talking to myself. What's new? So they're just liars. Fucking liars, all of them. You lot need to stick by me. Well, I can prove all this to you, but not one of you have got any bollocks, have you? I'm not a fucking... What's it? I'm trying to help you. You should meet me. You should all meet me. Right? We could get this stopped. It's not right. It's all in my hands. If you saw my hands, I couldn't even move my hands. They're so horrible. They're all bent up. I've got all lumps in them. All them brown marks on them. They're not fucking liver spots if you think that's what they are. It's what this stuff does. Causes all pulls all over them. I couldn't even open a tin or butter a piece of bread. Anyway, I better go now because my son Tommy's here. And if I put this on thing for you to listen to, he's bound to come out and say something that is totally going to fuck up my whole video. There you go. I better stop playing with my tits now. So all you people with muscle implants, you are probably really high risk because you're getting them put all over your body, in every part of your body. This is no different to the injections that you're all putting. They're all injecting straight into the skin, only they're more at danger because it's not contained in anything. This is more slower. So, and all you men, don't, if you do, put this in you until all you birds, not the tweety kind, you know, the one with the tits. This, and you're going to have to look after each other because they can't look after themselves. No way I'd have been able to look after myself, and I still can't. To a certain degree, I can't. I still don't go out. My son's laughing at me, he's taking the piss out of me. He's beating with a stick in it. I don't sound violent, but I'm totally not. It's just who I am, a bit of a freak. Freak of fucking nature. Got a family full of it. Oh, see what I mean? Those drop tins everywhere. I'm going, bye.